in my marriage with my ex-husband, I was working as a stand-up comic when we met, and I think when I met my ex-husband and we were talking about having a life together, having a family, I started to think, you know what, being out late at night in comedy clubs and stuff is probably not ideal if I am gonna, you know, settle down and start a family. So that's actually the reason I started Everyday Starlet. I started this kind of as like a beauty style channel and stuff, and that's actually the reason I started this, because I believed that kind of having this like social media brand and stuff was going to be something that I could have, that I could do from home, that would be an easy transition to maybe make a little bit of side money, because I was planning on starting a family. It was something that I became very passionate about and was working on, and there was definitely a lot of resentment on my ex's part about, you know, how much doing this was lighting me up, how much I was getting excited about it, how much time and energy I was putting into this. I thought, well, he didn't really like when I was doing stand-up because that took up a lot of my time, and it was me being out late at night and things like that. It kind of felt like I got to a point where there was like nothing that I could do that would satisfy him, and it's not like that necessarily was my job, but I think I was still in very much people pleaser mode of like, I want to do something that isn't making him miserable. And I had to come to the realization that like he just didn't have that thing that was lighting him up. He didn't have that ambition. He didn't have that thing that he was like really passionate about. So he resented the things that I found passionate. He resented that stuff in me. I mean, I'm grateful that it just ended in divorce and didn't end in something more serious. It was definitely something that I felt like he would try to dim that light. But it also is something that I've noticed in other relationships, that it was a pattern in my past of dating guys that didn't have any ambition and really tried to kind of destroy my passions and ambitions because they didn't have some of their own. I think it's also something that I've come to realize was a big pattern in childhood and stuff. So it's something that I know very deeply, and I can tell you that a man like that is just very dangerous.